Hey guys, it's your girl Tia. So I am back with another video. So WandaVision episode 5 on a very special episode. So now things are starting to get really weird, at least in my opinion. First off, okay, Monica is back, right? Obviously she let everybody know what happened, what was going on while she was inside the anomaly. Okay, cool. So they did blood work, did her scans, x-rays, came back blank. Now, I have never read any of the Marvel comics in depth. Always did a scan type thing. So for those of you who are hardcore Marvel comic fans that actually have read the comics, please educate me. So she's supposed to have some powers. I'm not even sure what the hell her powers are, so I guess I'll be doing some Googling later. Cool. So maybe when Wanda pushed her out and, with the little fireworks, maybe that, and then, the force field, maybe that started something up. Or maybe with the blip, all of that is intertwined together. I don't know. Just, throwing theories out there. Because I don't know exactly how she got her powers to begin with. So like I said, for those of you who know, let me know. So that was weird number one. And then, Wu and Darcy came in there to check up on it. I love their chemistry. I love it. They're so freaking awesome. But anyway, so they get into the meeting, war room. And Wu is giving a detailed, I guess, review on who Wanda is, where she came from, and what she's been up to. So the dick, aka Hayward, it seems like he's just throwing negative vibes out there. I know it can't just be me seeing and feeling this. Like, he comes off like a real douche. And as Boo was sitting here explaining, who she is, where she came from, and what's been up with her, he's trying to throw all the negative shit that's happened. I mean, trying to see if she has some nickname out there, which she doesn't. Well, according to him. And then he mentioned Lagos, which was in the commercial, by the way, which is where those people were killed, which obviously she didn't mean to do. That happened in Civil War. And it's like he just wants to pinpoint all the negative shit. Like that was a real douchey dick move on his part. Why is he acting like this? It seems like he's a part of the problem and not the fucking solution. But anywho, so then we get to Wanda and Vision and the babies. Like, okay, I'm just trying to get everything in here. There's so much stuff that I want to say, but I'm trying to keep it in sync with how it went throughout the episode. But I'm just gonna say whatever. So now we have Wanda and Vision with the babies. Well, Wanda with the babies, and she tried to use her powers to get them to stop crying. It didn't work. Just like when she was pregnant and her powers didn't work on the stork. So it seems like she is losing control of this reality she created. That's how it's coming off to me. So then, and here's the other weird part, the Agnes chick, the next door neighbor. Like in the last episode, they had cards of everybody that was in there, right? And who they were, and they're actual real people in this town. But they had no information on Agnes whatsoever, none. Oh my goodness, I'm thirsty, excuse me just for a second. No info on her. She walks through the door all diddly-daddly. Okay, kids are there. And she's, I don't know, she's just coming off weird. And then that part where she paused and then said she wanted to do it over. Like, that was weird. And you see how Vision caught that shit. But Wanda was completely oblivious to it. Was she, like, I don't know, doing that on purpose? Or she really did not notice that. Or she didn't care. Because it seems like the scripts are not scripts anymore. And look, I jumped up to that part with it. See how I'm mixing everything up? Whatever, I'm going to keep going. So, she's still in the house with them. And the baby stopped crying. And then they jumped to 5 years old. So freaking cute. Oh my god, they were cuties. And Agnes is sitting right there in the kitchen. Acting like these babies didn't just, make themselves jump from 0 to 5 years old. Like, it seemed like that was something normal for her, or is she purposely trying to not react to the weird shit she's seeing? Like, something is really up with this chick. I just can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is, because like I said, she's the only person in that town who they don't have information on, and her so-called husband, who we never freaking see. Like, we never see him. So something is really weird and off about this chick. And then we get back to the douche. And what they were talking, after they did that whole talk, they were saying that they wanted to find out how to get up in there, right? And in the last episode, you guys see how when they sent people in there, that reality anomaly was changing things to that specific time. Like with the cord and the jump rope, with the helicopter, all of that. So now with the idea of it, like I'm jumping all over the place. Like with the idea of it that Monica came up with to send something in there within that time. Cool. Little did she know Buddy put a freaking bomb on the shit. Freaking asshole. But we're gonna bring it back. So then they get to the part with Vision when he's at work, hooking up the computer. They're now in the email era. Okay, cool. Something is very off. He feels something is off. You can see it in his face. You can hear it in his voice. And then he does something here to, I forgot dude's name, to where he brings his mind out of that control that she's doing to everybody in the town, and he freaks the hell out. And now it freaks Vision out. Cool. So we get back, and kids got a puppy or whatever, right? Yeah, the kids have a puppy. And so much I want to say. This episode had so much, so I'm all over the place. Forgive me. So they have the puppy, can't keep it until they're 10. They age themselves more, which is so freaking weird and cool at the same time. Agnes comes in with a doghouse, like, bitch, where did you come from? How did you even know? It's like she's setting this shit up. You know what I mean? Like, it's something is really off about this chick. Seriously. So after that whole scene, and then, you know, with the I guess the droid helicopter or whatever, and then trying to shoot and hurt Wanda, she comes out of the anomaly in her regular clothes, which we last see her in when they're fighting Thanos in Endgame. That's what it looked like. And we also find out that they had Vision's body chopped up in pieces and studying it. So we know that some of those weapons that they have probably came from what they have been doing to his body. Like, it looked mutilated. And obviously she went in there and stole it, because that's what they said that she did, which I think was so totally wrong. She should have just, you know, buried him or something. But no, she wanted to bring him back to life. Like I said, I understand her depression, but that's so inhumane in so many ways, even though I know he's not human. Doesn't change that fact, though. So, like I said, this Hayward dude is off. He's a douche. He's a dick. But she comes out there. She doesn't harm anybody. Just says, leave me alone. And Monica is trying to convince her otherwise. And then she points the guns at them, well, him. And then she walks back in. But she knows what she's doing isn't right. But she wants the family. She wants the happy ending that she feels she deserves. Like I said, which I get, I understand 110%. You can empathize and sympathize with her, like, truly. So I get it. But then you get back in, well, she's back inside. She's with her kids, looking for the dog. They end up at Agnes's crib. Agnes has the puppy. All of a sudden it's dead. Bitch, what? So now the kids are telling them to bring the puppy back to life. That's kind of a situation where she was sitting here trying to tell her kids that, you know, once it's gone, once we're gone, we're gone. Family lives on forever, even though she said that in the beginning. And her kids made a good point. You can bring them back. But I'm like, okay, now this is kind of a hypocritical conversation with your children, because Vision was very much gone. Very much gone. and yet you decided in your grief and depression you wanted to bring his ass back. So yeah, baby girl. Yeah, not right. So then we get to the end of this episode. I probably missed some stuff, but we can all talk about that. And Vision is really bothered. And he's telling him what happened at work and how she's controlling their minds. And she acting like nothing is happening. Like seriously, even talking about the dead puppy, she acting like shit is not real. It really, really is. And like I said, I feel like she's losing control of reality. So now Vision is like, no, I'm not with this shit. Like something is going on and we need to talk about it. Then he tells her that she can't control him the way that she controls them. And she said, oh, can't I? Bitch. Okay. That's how you feel? So then she rolls credits, trying to avoid the conversation. He's telling her that something isn't right, something doesn't feel right, this is weird, this is awkward, all that jazz. And she's saying she doesn't know what he's talking about, they're a happy family, so forth and so forth. And then he starts screaming at her, you know, and then levitates, and so does she. And he's screaming at her, saying he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know who he was before Westview, which he doesn't. And obviously she kept that from him for a lot of obvious reasons. We all know why. And it's driving him crazy. And I don't see how she doesn't see how much pain he's in. I mean, to be somebody and you don't, like the person you're with knows who you were and you don't. That sounds like a very painful experience, and it seems like she doesn't give a fuck. She just wants him and their kids and to have this so-called image of happy life, and that's the end of it. That's so cruel in so many ways, and it seems like she does not see that nor feel that. So then she sits on the couch and says she doesn't even know how she did that, and he was telling her that her subconscious did it, and now it's coming out. And she says she doesn't know that she did any of that. So maybe that theory where somebody is controlling her, maybe that is in here. But me personally, I still feel like she has a lot of control over this. And then you hear the doorbell ring or a knock at the door, and it's her brother. But it's X-Men version brother. So is this them implementing the mutants? Is this how they're gonna do it? Because the theory was in Endgame when Thanos snapped again, and then, you know, they show that shit on the globe. That's where they think that the mutants were coming to. So that was the other theory. So we don't know. Got a lot of questions, a lot of theories out there. But I thought that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. So I don't know how this is gonna work. But baby girl, Vision is about to find out once he goes through that, you know, door or whatever on the other side, basically, and find out what Westview is, because he wants to know, and I'm pretty sure he's going to find out, and that's not going to be good. I wonder if he walks out of that, is he going to die immediately? Like the only thing that's holding him up like together is being inside of the anomaly. So many questions, but I can't wait to see how this turns out, man, because Hayward doesn't look like he's a good guy at all. I feel like he has his own agenda, and he's not on our side or Wanda's side, like, at all in any way, shape, or form. So this is going to be interesting. Can't wait for the next episode. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. But I definitely want what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know all the questions you have and all your theories and all that good stuff. And boy, oh boy, it's going to be good. So I can't wait to see what you guys think. I definitely enjoyed this episode. Like I said, I've been enjoying it from the first episode up until now. I'm a huge Marvel fan as far as the movie's concerned. Like I said, I've never read in depth any of the comics, but I'm really enjoying the show so far. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed my video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.